Welcome to Trundlebed Tales and another In the Kitchen with Laura episode. Now today we're going to be talking about something else that happens in the kitchen besides cooking. We're going to be talking about washing. Now they started out having just a tub and they would have a hand agitator that you'd go up and down with. Later they had two tubs with a wringer in the middle that you would crank. The first washing machines were made out of wood and they'd have a handle at the side to work the agitator, or they'd have a flywheel so you could hook it up to a separate engine. Now, eventually they came up with the motor on the inside version. This one is from the mid-20th century. It's one a friend gave me, so it's been sitting outside for a while and isn't in the best shape, but I thought it could show you how it works. So come along. Now I've got some clothes in here. You can see there's a little dirt in the water too, but for demonstration purposes I think this will work fine. Now you look down here and you'll see there's a button and we're going to pull that out and then it's going to start agitating. The second part, the one on the top, is the wringer, and this was also powered by the motor. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn this handle to loosen it, and then we're going to pull this out over the water so when we squeeze it out, it will squeeze back into the tub and not on the floor. Okay, so we're going to turn this handle just a little bit, and that's going to make the wheels start turning. So, you can see the wringers are turning, and so I'm going to go ahead and start, and you'll see it pushes the water out, and how much drier it looks then. And the reason you do that is so that it dries quicker. Let's see another one here go through. Now, sometimes there is a fear you might get caught, so you push this up and that releases it and makes a space through there. So if your hand got caught putting it in, it would release. So that's pretty much a washing machine, a wringer washer from the mid-20th century, and that's basically how it works. Of course, you put hot water in here and soap, but that's the basic process. Now when you're all done, take this hose on the side that hooks on and throw it down, and then the water will come out of that drain.
I'll leave it all up to you.
And my brother reminds me that you had to be very careful with buttons, and there is a way to reverse it if something like part of your apron would get caught and you needed to back it out again without taking it off. This is how we washed clothes up until probably, what would you say, about the early 80s?
Mid-80s.
About the mid-80s, so that's how you work a wringer washer.
Go.
So, although this is a washer that has a motor inside, how you'd work the kind with a standing motor is pretty much the same, except you'd have to start the motor first. And that was the kind that Laura had. You can see one today at Rocky Ridge Farmhouse on the back porch. Join us again for our next In the Kitchen with Laura video, and until that time, make sure that you brighten the corner where you